Hello, and welcome to TLC time. What does that mean, you ask? Thriving Leader Collaborative, or Tender Loving Care. Yes, we would like to collaborate with you to thrive and to infuse more joy into our lives, yours, mine, those that we serve. And so we will meet like this once a week, 5 to 15 minutes. Very much invite you to take a walk, put your earbuds in and have a listen, and find some time for you and soak up some of the information that we will share. We'd also very much like you to share your curiosity and your questions and what comes up for you in any one of these conversations that we have. It's not a conversation unless you communicate back. So thank you for tuning in. And what will we do today? I'm glad you asked. Today, we're going to talk about what it means to be a thriving leader. So based on my leadership experience, which spanned decades, as well as the input from the rest of my colleagues and those that I coach every week. I learn so much from my clients all the time. And so we took all of that information, and we pulled it together and distilled it down to 6 personas of a thriving leader. And I'm going to share those 6 with you. Additionally, we said, whoa, we're not going to thrive and infuse more joy unless there's also a better sense of well-being. So what does that mean? And again, we collaborated and said, all that's out there that might represent well-being, let's distill it down to 6 pillars of well-being. And I'll share those with you as well. So let's get started. The first thriving leader persona is that of the ambassador of the culture. So the ambassador of the culture does not have mission, vision, and values on a sign posted on the wall. They have them in their heart, and they exhibit them every day by way of how they recognize the contributions of others, by how they are customer-centric and holding the mission, vision, and values holding them up in the light for every decision that's made. That ambassador is concerned with learning and evolving the individuals that are on their team. And they're strength focused. They pay very much attention to uplifting the inherent strengths of the different contributors. The second one is leader as coach. Now, I do spend a lot of time as a coach myself talking about this one and how leaders can be the best coach that they can be. So we talk about things like having very effective one-on-one meetings, even how to give the best annual review and what the important components are. Additionally, we talk about choosing one's words wisely. So choosing words that inspire and elevate as opposed to limit and minimize. We might discuss delegation, which is truly empowering others on your team. And also perhaps how to be a master at alleged difficult conversations. And I will explain that in a future episode, why I refer to it as alleged. So those are some ideas under leader as coach. Another persona is the continual change agent, or the chaotic expert. The person who knows exactly how to connect any kind of change to why, knows how to frame and reframe things that are going on, situations, so that everyone understands the reasoning behind this new initiative or where you're going, what the next steps might be. The continuous change agent leverages strategic thinking and creativity and problem solving, as well as having a growth mindset. So there's lots wrapped up into being that champion of continuous improvement. Next is life integrator. We know there are people out there that seamlessly integrate work and play and friends and family and their community. Maybe it's their some situation where they volunteer in their community, where they're weaving everything seamlessly into their life. Next is emotionally and intuitively intelligent. So we know that EQ, emotional intelligence, includes emotional regulation, relationship building, self-awareness, motivation, and empathy. And now, as we talk and go into more episodes, we'll go deeper into lots of these topics so that you're able to further develop your EQ and your intuitive intelligence. Intuitive intelligence meaning that you're able to embrace the data that you get from your senses, how you feel, maybe even some outside hints that you get that are really truly your inner wisdom coming to light. And also this, when you have this level of intelligence, you're super aware of the difference between a victor and a victim mentality, and able to help others see the limiting beliefs, the stories that they're telling themselves, and how that might not be helpful. And last but not least of the 6 is the proactive and productive juggler. Besides leader as coach, this is where I spend a lot of my time with my clients. So being that person that approaches everything proactively, so knowing what work time looks like and weaving in that well-being time as well, so that you are indeed more productive. And so that requires having a true sense of prioritization, as well as the ability to calendar everything in a way that serves you well. So those are the 6 personas of a thriving leader. Next up are the 6 pillars of well-being, of inner knowing, your own inner wisdom. There's so much for us to gain to take a deeper look. And where does that start? With the first one, self-awareness. So self-awareness can be gained by reflection, journaling, having a true sense of gratitude. There's so much to self-awareness that the next episode will be solely about that. Second is community. So we have a better sense of well-being. We know when we feel a sense of belonging. So whether that's gathering in your community or classes or taking a retreat, I mean, there are many, many options for you to be in community with others, to gather and to serve others as well, potentially. Movement. So that's why I suggested that you listen to this while you're moving, even if you're standing up at your desk, doing a few basic yoga moves, dancing, walking in nature, running, any kind of workout. Movement is incredibly important to our well-being. Number 4 is presence. So the way to gain that presence is meditation, quiet time, media fasting, breath work, mindfulness, visualization. None of these lists are fully complete because different things work for different people. But those are some ideas around how one gains presence. Intuition is number 5. So solid crossover to the intuitive intelligence I mentioned for the leadership persona. So intuition, again, being absolutely capitalizing on what your senses are telling you, what your body is telling you. And you might recognize synchronistic events. You might have a sense of deja vu. You might recognize symbols or even imagery in your dreams. So there's lots to tap into when you're ready and when you're willing to take that closer look. And last but not least on this list is energetic hygiene. And what we mean by that is, again, you can get there from breath work, from tapping, sound bath, chakra clearing, even qigong energy clearing, ways in which you are owning your energy and you're dispelling that which does not serve you. So those are our 6 pillars of well-being, and previously the 6 personas of a thriving leader. We feel very strongly that the intersection of the 2 is how you thrive, where you thrive, and where you find the joy. You can have each of these lists if you weren't following along and frantically writing them down. I should have said this at the beginning. No need to. This list exists on the Thriving Leader Collaborative website, thrivingleadercollaborative.com. And so you can download that for free. And also for fun and also for free, we welcome you to take an assessment. This first assessment is for the Thriving Leader personas. And so for each of the 6 personas, there's 6 questions, and you fill them out and you immediately get an email that gives you a bit of a bar graph showing you how you fare for each of those personas. So let's have some fun. Take the quick assessment, weigh in the comments. Let's talk about what it means to be a thriving leader. And I'll see you again next week.